Good morning, dear friends. Beautiful day in Colorado Springs today. Hope that you're enjoying your Saturday. We are 2.5 weeks away from the release of All Flame, entering into the life of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. So very grateful for those of you that received an advance copy, that you're reading it and saying nice things about it on the internet. That really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. The book releases September 15th. I'm calling it a Trinitarian spiritual theology that focuses on how times of crisis and suffering and inner abandonment actually deepen our union with God. And I think you're really going to like it. A little reading this morning from chapter 6. This is kind of explaining an interesting wrinkle in the Old Testament text. And so here it is. If you haven't gotten the book yet, hopefully this will whet your appetite for it. So reading from chapter 6, Experiencing the Face. What does it mean to experience the face, the presence of God? God, as we know, is not available to our naked sight. The Apostle Paul wrote to his young protege Timothy that God dwells in an unapproachable light and no one has seen or can see him. A God in his essence is hidden from our eyes. He is fundamentally different than we are. He is not a thing to be seen. We couldn't behold him directly if we tried. Elsewhere, Paul says that in him we live and move and have our being. God is, to put it one way, our deepest metaphysical context, our ultimate ontological environment. In chapter 1, I joked about addressing God as the ground of being instead of the simple name that Jesus gives us, Father. But don't take my joke to imply that God is not the ground of being. Indeed, he is always around us with his loving, omnibenevolent presence, willing and working our good, just not available to naked sight. Understanding this, I think, helps us make sense of an interesting wrinkle in the Old Testament text. On the one hand, the panim, the face of God, was the height of human longing, and the priests invoked the favor of the panim, or the face of God, in blessing over the Israelites. On the other hand, Yahweh says to Moses, "You cannot see my panim, my face, for no one can see me and live." And then he hides Moses in the cleft of the rock while his glory passes by. The face may indeed bless and show favor, and it is for this face we long, but human eyes, God being what God is, and human beings being what human beings are, may not see it directly. Grasping this leads us to one of the great and beautiful truths of the Christian vision of God, that God communicates himself to us with signs and hints and suggestions to awaken our hearts to his holy love. We perceive the face of God in those signs, hints, and suggestions by faith. Faith is one of the central things that marks off the believer from the unbeliever. In the grandeur and beauty of nature, faith sees the genius and joy of the great artist at work, his smile breaking across the morning skies or glimmering on the face of the waters. In the melody and harmony of music, faith hears the singer's voice erupting in the song. In the rapture and ecstasy of falling in love, faith senses the presence of the Lord, who in his triune being is lover, love, and beloved. Faith, though it cannot directly behold it, yet perceives the presence. Faith sees, quote unquote, the face. And when it does, it is pure joy. The book is All Flame, entering into the life of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Help me raise some noise about it on the interwebs. Releases September 15th. Much love to y'all. Have a great Saturday.